everyone, Alicia Staten with Maven Park City here, and today I have the pleasure of talking to Joe Sadler, civil engineer for Habitations Design Group. The reason why I have Joe on this home site is because he's actually studied and has pre-approved plans at Promontory on this very stunning home site. And Joe, I'm just gonna dive right in to say, the first time I met you, I remember he was very clear about what his specialty was, and it was, how can we make the land and the view corridor blend? And so without further ado, I'm just going to kind of let you dive right in, talk about why Summit 55 is just the bomb.
Well, yeah, thanks, Alicia. Promontory is a great development, hands down, you know, a lot of variety architecturally, but this site specifically, we've got 4 acres, so really a ton of elbow room. I mean, you look at this house here to the northeast of us, and it's a long ways away. There is not a lot between us and them. And then also the house, or the lot that is to the southwest of us, is gonna be way around the corner, not gonna affect us at all, so it's just gonna feel really alone. Something really special about this site as well is that we get some amazing views, not only of our traditional amazing Park City mountains to the west and southwest, but we also get some great water views of Rockport Reservoir. And whenever we can capture that blue water, and also that direction is kind of southeast, and southeast outdoor living, we just want to capture that. Outdoor living is such a big deal up here. And so that the 4-acre lot, we can be outside, we're not gonna feel like neighbors are right on top of us. Another thing that's great about this lot is the topography. I mean, a lot of times when we're dealing with mountain lots, you can count on $150,000 to $400,000 on a driveway, you know, I mean, without almost skipping a beat. Whereas this one's gonna be really nice and level and bring us right in. Just a great presentation of that. So site work on a lot like this, even though we are 4 acres, we don't have to have a mile-long driveway. It's just gonna bring us right in. The house is also, this area, the Summit neighborhood, I mean, it's a really nice existing neighborhood. We don't get a lot of the construction traffic that Promontory is gonna have kind of on the south end now and that. This is a really quiet neighborhood. We're not gonna get just a lot of that we're typically used to.
Speaking of quiet in the neighborhood, the Summit subdivision, or the neighborhood in Promontory, a pretty sweet elevation, right?
Yeah.
So that's also, if you were looking at a topo map, where would we sit on the topo map from entrance to entrance?
Yeah, I mean, right here, and if you look at kind of this Park City mountain, yeah, you're exactly right, Alicia. We're kind of standing right where, maybe even a little bit below our main level, finished floor. And what's nice about that is our views are really horizontal. We're not having to look up at the mountains, we're kind of straight across, which also makes a lot of sense for covered decks and things like that. We don't need to crank up those covered decks so high and clip the views. We're kind of looking straight over, so that means that we can also add heating in those roofs, and they're not going to be so tall that they're ineffective because they're so high above us. The sun's going to, in the summertime solstice, we're going to set here, and then it's going to set here so what we did is created some alcove living space that it's kind of in the shade. And it's going to be not taking advantage of your prime Park City views, but it's going to be a relief that, you know, when you go out at night and you want to barbecue something without putting on your big solar suit. And that's another nice thing about this topography as well, because we have opportunities to have decks off on one side of the main level, but also grade walkout. So people with dogs and walking out to the patio, that means that we don't have to have stairs down to the grade. We can walk right off. So if, you know, that outdoor living is going to be pretty magical here.
Speaking of outdoor living, another really neat, rare feature to this overly acreage home site is what?
Well, there's another little section over here that is slated for an outdoor living piece.
Let's go check it out.
This really allows us to take even more advantage of the privacy and this water view of Rockport Reservoir. Isn't that special?
That is so special.
So, yeah.
How many home sites in Promontory do you think actually get water views?
Yeah, not many, you know. And so So yeah, I mean, if you look at the homes in Promontory that can capture both sides of the view, they're very few and far between. So from the home, we can get a little bit of this water view, but this is such a nice thing where we can do an outdoor feature. It can't have any vertical elements to it, but we can drop down below, and just this southeast outdoor living again that looks at the Uintas and the storms and the lightning and the layers of this view is really spectacular.
So as a civil engineer, I'm sure when you walked this with the previous owners, you probably were like, okay, this just got a lot more adventure.
Value and more interesting,
Right.
This really adds a lot of character to this site, and we're actually kind of on the northwest tip of this envelope for this outdoor area. So as we go even further this way, you can see it's going to even be more secluded in these oaks, and this ravine just drops away. So it's going to be really special.
Joe, are you a mountain bike?
Yeah.
You okay? Have you ever been on this Princess Di trail?
I have not been on it yet.
Oh, we're gonna change that.
I've actually hiked it, and it's this really beautiful trail that wraps all the way around, and it comes all the way around over on the other side, over by the main gate of Promontory. So you just step out your back door and
you're on your own trail, and it goes, and I've seen it goes all the way down into Aspen Camp.
Right.
And it connects on the north gate.
Right.
That's right. I love it.
This is really a special feature of this home site. But if you can pan around and see, it's just got that nice flat grade to it as well.
Yeah, it's really perfect for a walkout lower level, and with even high ceilings. I mean, if you look at it, it doesn't look like it has much topography to it. But all we really need is about 6 to 7 feet to make a really nice 11 or 12 foot lower level feel amazing. And on the where the house is actually going to go, the topography is just fantastic.
Let's go walk up to that. Let's go see where the house is going to be.
You're just kind of perched up. So a home to the left of you is just not even a question or a problem. And obviously you're not going to have your home facing that house. They're trying to scoop up some beautiful views too.
So we're kind of on the southwest side of the building envelope right here. Not quite there yet. So as you can see, the views here are really amazing. And the lot next door to us, the envelope, is actually way out of the way. So there's not going to be anything that we have to worry about right here, which is fantastic. And as we shift here, I would assume that we're probably standing maybe just a little bit above our lower level finished floor. So if I was to stand on a 6-foot ladder and still capture these views, Bald Mountain, and we're even getting some of the Deer Valley East, which is Marcella. Then we get also Jupiter Peak and PCMR, as well as the canyons. The views just really spread out.
And show us where that sun sets, where it rises and where it sets for people.
So so in the summertime, the sun's gonna rise here to the northeast, and then it's gonna set here to the northwest, kind of in the solstice, just even north of Murdoch Peak. In the wintertime, the sun is gonna kind of come up, rise in the southeast, and then it's gonna set a little close, kind of between Jupiter and Bald Mountain there. And that's kind of nice because we'll get a little bit of that solar heat gain in the wintertime where we're cool to have it. But you would just want to make sure you're planning your outdoor living properly here in the summertime for shade, just because you will get some heat right there.
Does it really matter how much sun hits my driveway?
Site study wise, that's kind of our lowest priority. Snow melt is a concern, and if we get sun exposure, it's a bonus, but it's not a huge deterrent. But on this case, we're actually going to get some really great east exposure. The nice one about this lot is the exposure's decent, but the driveway's going to be nice and flat. Whereas a lot of times in Promontory, we're dealing with 10 and 12%. And you're just like, that's pretty sketchy,
Oh, switchbacks. So those are called the switchbacks, right?
And even percent of grade on the driveway, just steepness. Whereas we're going to make most of this road do a lot of the work for us, and we're going to come in right at the level. We're coming in down here, and it's just a super shallow. I think we're at like a 4% grade on the driveway.
How great. So you actually have the driveway coming up around behind, cutting into some of that ridge line.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Because I mean, there's not a really great view there, and that allows us to get the house as high as possible. What I would love to do is look at trying to get some Rockport views from the home.
And how high up can you build again?
We're 28 feet from existing grade. It's kind of like I'm walking around with everywhere I stand with a 28-foot pole. That's kind of how it works. A lot of times you're adding a lot of cost on some of these sites just for driveway and retaining and that. So all of that money that you'd normally spend out, you know, I'd much rather spend that money in the house.
I agree. This feels so good out here in the summertime. No, that's not what we're here for. We're here to see what it looks like 28 feet in the air from this amazing home site. Here we go. For Habitations Design Group. Is that right? Did I nail that
Yeah.
right out of the gate?
Nailed it. Yeah, thanks.
Over or under. Is that the right term? Oh my gosh, look at those views, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the homes in Promontory, when I run, I usually trail run, but I get sweaty.
See, Joe makes it easy.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Make it easy. Move it, move it, move it.
This road do a lot of the work. See if I can go to this page right there. If you go to this, you got Obi-Wan Kenobi's home right at the top with the geodesic dome.
Is that really someone's home?
I think it is, yeah.
I didn't hold on. Hold on, little girl.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh, it's nice and cool out here. That's not what we're here for. We're actually here for you.
Do that one more time. I accidentally laughed too loud in that.
You did? Okay.